Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone is having a good Christmas Eve. We are here to play some Earthborne Rangers again. Day 2. And for everyone who is curious, this is Lud and Slash Crossing, full album from Lud and Slash Musical Emporium. We love copyright and license free music. I'm going to run that for a little bit longer while we set up. So, today, ignore the mess of wires. That shouldn't break anything. No. What's this even into? Oh. No, that's actually kind of important. I was going to remove something that I didn't think was important. But it's charging my camera. So we're just going to... Alright. Anyways, sorry about that. Yeah. We are going to be playing day 2. But, as I had just kind of remembered, these last few moments, how do I add this? Oh, I could do like an application capture. Well, window capture. Firefox. Oh. There we go. Why so dark. Oh, Force SDR. Okay, there we go. This is the today's Rangers report. So this is what we're going to be playing with instead of the normal traditional um do I say weather. So we're going to use this. So a bright streak in the sky followed by an earth-shattering boon disrupts wildlife across the northern valley this weekend. Did something fall from the sky? Each being enters play exhausted if there is another ready being already in play. So more beings and cause more beings to be entered. But it is downpouring. And if you were here last week, you know that we entered Spire. And it's day 2 now. And we have nothing specific going on. So we're going to probably go enter Spire, talk to some townsfolk, see if we can help them. Last we did was we delivered some biscuits for High Pimpot. Sorry, I would normally have this all set up. That's a lie. Don't know why I'm just lying to you now, but normally I was planning on having all of this set up, but my my card pulling up code decided to be goofy with me today. Boom. So we grabbed our aspect stuff. We'll grab our I think it's supposed to be this one. Grab our little meeple. And we'll put these dice to the side for now. So yeah, we are Inspire. We came from the from Kodo's Market. So we will be using Lakeshore. It's downpouring. It comes in with 4 rain counters on it. We will not be playing with the Valley Moment still. I have not gotten a chance to get all of those cards scanned in and labeled correctly. So hopefully doing that over next week. Well, I'm not streaming. Well, I will be streaming. I'll probably be streaming most days. I guess I can announce that now. And I'll talk about it at the end. But for anyone catching the VOD at the very beginning, next week I have the entire week off from work, so I'm probably going to stream once a day at least. Probably in the morning, few hours. I'm thinking I probably won't play Earthborne each of those days, or if I do, I'll see if I can get like permission to use one of the homebrew campaigns I've seen out there. Um, or something like that. But there's a couple video games that are like there's a roguelike game that's inspired by Netrunner I want to check out. I saw them posting on the Netrunner Reddit. Um yeah. This I might play Marvel Champions. It depends if I can get the card scans in, or maybe I just won't care. If I don't have the card scans, I just won't try to pull up cards. I just find it easier for everyone. Some new tech in our life is I do actually have the rotating mission stuff. I will show that off in a moment. That's not the new tech. But now, when I bring up something like follow in my footsteps, in about 30 seconds, that should go away. So I won't just have a thing. Oh, other tech is I actually use my Bluetooth wireless keyboard now. So I can. So it's much easier for me. Sorry, I'm going to lower my desk. I do have a stand sitting desk. And just like that, it disappears. With that, I hope everyone's had a good Christmas Eve. There is a likelihood I will be maybe live tomorrow. Depends. There is a real chance I might even be like live for a bit on Christmas Day. My family's Christmas isn't until Saturday. I'm going to see extended family, but that I don't believe until the evening, or if it is in the afternoon, it's like an hour or so. My brother's kids don't are are little, so it gets very hectic. So you can't get them to all sit for too long. Um, just trying to think if there's anything other life related I want to talk about. Um, I guess something I can shout out is the release of an episode of In Good Spirits by Black Feather Bar, another New Hampshire streamer. I've done some of the recordings for some of the episodes. I think most of the episodes I've recorded, but not all of them. But I generally am the person that goes with Max from Black Feather to record those. So we're at Spire, so we have to pull out the pivotal locations for Spire. And we were Lake Shore. And then Spire, I might be able to pull up. No. Don't look at that. Okay, cool. I don't have Spire. Don't look at that. That is spoilers. Major spoilers. Don't look at that. Oh, that is That way is not the correct way. Let bounce more off of other things. I can control the light from my phone. So let me see if I can okay. That's I think that's actually the better lighting. I'm still gonna have some glare spots. I do need to figure out how to fix that, but this will be bright enough. So this one, I don't add the spire. Instead, we shuffle the spire's cards, and this becomes the spire deck. And then we'll spire deck. We'll put it above spire. This will be the path deck. We'll put it next to the challenge deck. Then we'll mulligan and then do everything else. Or we'll set up. Oh my. Okay. I could have left Spire and camped. I was thinking about that last week. Oh, no, I don't think I actually had enough. Never mind. Also, I'm going to leave the music running. Oh, it was pretty low, but I think I'm going to leave it running. For a bit. Probably not. Oh. We've hit something else. Yeah, we are going to stop that. I am sorry for anyone whose music I've just stolen. I didn't realize that autoplay was on. Thought we were still in Music Emporium. I think it was all Elda edits though. Or Zelda Zelda edits. So anyways. Hi guys. Welcome to Earthborne Rangers, day 2. We're all set up. I'm gonna double check. We do not read anything today. We read something tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's just reading something that says we did a good job. Oh, I'm gonna put the weather over here. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm thinking about getting probably a music license, but I am thinking about getting music license so I can have background music all the time, just because I will personally say I don't speak that much all the time, especially when I'm trying to think about how to fix something, which is why in the previous iteration of this how do I say, style of things in the previous series, it was nice to have somebody else so I could rely on them to entertain and bounce questions off of. But again, if you have any questions, any suggestions, please feel free to obviously chat if you see this live, but if you don't, comment on the YouTube video. If you're on Twitch, well, hello. I can see Twitch chat, But I meant if you're seeing this on the Twitch VOD, don't go to YouTube, you weirdo. No, you're not a weirdo, but YouTube VODs are definitely going to be better than the Twitch VOD. Oh, okay. So, I have 2 survey lands. Uh-oh, I can't find home rule. There's not survey the land, survey land. So I probably don't need 2 of those. Do I even want 1? It reduces features, but I don't have any. We don't have any features out currently. I guess I won't know until everything's out. Wait, am I supposed to have full information? I should get a rule book. I should get a rules counter for every time I have to reference the rules. It's gonna be a lot. Path deck. Game startup. Draw your starting hands. Set up. Yeah. So I don't. Oh, that's cool. I forgot about the autofocus. So I don't know anything till it's too late. But I also have. Oh my god. One moment. All right, sorry about that. The cable on my headphones is annoying me. And then we have 2 paratrapis whistle. Paratrapis whistles, so I definitely don't want 2 of those. Homeward Bound will move all progress from a feature to from a being to a feature. I could see this being useful if we draw an obstacle early, because my plan is to get into Spire, talk to some people, and then leave. So if I have an obstacle here, I'm probably still going to go to Spire. Oh no. If I have an obstacle, I can't go into Spire. That's right, because I can't interact with anything past it. Right. I've definitely messed this up before in my life. Sorry, I'm looking here, which is chat. I will get better and just stare at the camera. I'll put chat. I will reorganize so chat can be here. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna pitch homeward bound as well. Yeah, camera should be here. Or monitor should be there. Yeah. Notes for future self. So I'll probably pitch homeward bound too. I'll keep survey the land just in case we get a feature that is annoying. We'll get a whistle because it will stop predators from hurting me, which we might be dealing with later. Not really 100% sure. And then I always like to keep 2 attitudes. Actually, conflict and things. Actually, I don't care. I was about to do the. I was about to do the Marvel Champions thing, so I'm pitching 4. I don't need so many dear friends. I don't even know if a dear friend pulls from the Spire deck. I guess I could look this up, but I have no idea. So I'm playing with the lighting. I won't know what I like for lighting until probably way late. All right. Do not put the thing, shuffle it separately, and set face down next to the path. This is the Spire deck. And then I'll draw one for being the leader ranger, and then I'll draw one as you always do. Romping Lutrinol will fatigue me one because of ambush. Romp. Okay, apparently I don't have that. And then, oh, that's so weird. Okay, I will not be able to pull up path cards apparently. I swear I had them. All right, well, I can't pull those up because apparently I don't have them. They are both in front of me. Oh, right. That's why I had things separated weirdly last time. Because I need a place where I can put with along the way. All right. Um. Oh, I have a zoological recorder. Did I ever read my quest? I don't think I did this last week. Our first on your wow. Ooh, boy. I also probably don't have these. Yeah, I have zoological recorder. I just don't have the narrative cards. I will go and wow, that is bad. Okay. Yeah, I have to get soft box lighting. Got it. I will do that later. Zoological zoological recorder, which I had pulled up, but here it is. This is the narrative that goes with this card because this card has aspiration. Or not yeah, aspiration. On your first visit to the biological outpost, you and Siri Sana Mur spoke for quite some time. The two of you sharing stories of shepherding in the hills west of Meadow. You felt as though you formed a bond with the accomplished ranger and that your shared fascinations with the valley's fauna could lead to a deeper friendship. Still, it was a surprise when Suri Sana presented you with her latest acquisition from the merchant, Ren Kobo, a wrist mounted device able to scan and catalog all manners of beings found throughout the valley. Fauna? 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 Really? Okay, for some reason I thought that said flora. It's fauna. Manner of all manner of beings found throughout the valley. This device is a marvel of technology. A sensor on the end of the thin metal arm takes readings from nearby beings. It then somehow records that information about the species onto individual bricks made of stone-like material. With gratitude, you accepted Sir Siri Sana's gift and promised to put it to good use. And then we read the next part when we are done. Um, okay, so I have to choose a being in the path discard. Okay, so I'm going to have to go through multiple of the same beings and then record their information down. Okay. Um, I think first action we're gonna play this whistle. He comes in with 3 calls. Um, I will then also play the oh oh god, I am randomly typing zoological recorder. Um, I'm gonna try and befriend the romping Lutrinol. I don't fail. I just don't succeed well. Put 1 here and then crest. Crest. Nothing. And then we shuffle. Oh, that would be a really interesting idea. I don't. Hmm. Sorry, I should say what I am thinking. Was thinking if there was a way for me to make it so that way the cards I pull pop up. One thing I could do is like, if I had a camera, I could get another camera just focused at pointing at it, and then do some recognition, image recognition. I just don't think it would. I wouldn't have confidence it would be able to actually discern these. I feel like that would be a huge waste of resources for just getting better lighting, so it's not a problem. Oh, that is the logo of the mat. Okay. I've never seen it before. I've only ever seen it on the camera. That's funny. All right, well, that was my big idea. Uh I can try and pry it open, and then I'd suit 2 fatigue. That's the worst idea. Nothing bad if I fail. So difficulty 1, I'm putting 2 in. I make it. I put a harm on this and then soothe 2 fatigue. Yellow Suns. Or oh, I really don't have. I don't even have weather cards. All right. It says discard 1 rain from this card. Each ranger suffers 1 fatigue. If there are no rain remaining, flip it over. Then, if there is another romping Lutrinol, which there isn't, and then if there is an exhausting predator, ready it. There's not. I'm going to spend this awareness exhausting my person to put an aid card on the whistle. And then ready. Or rest, I think is what it's called. We draw a card. We ready everything. Oh yeah, Twitch definitely saw me go live twice. That's fine. All right. And then I draw a card. Tributary stream. Oh no, that's an obstacle. It's not the worst obstacle. I can handle it. It's just I'm trying to get into here. I think I start with trying to connect with the romping Lutrinol. Four. That actually does clear it. Mountain. Mountain. There's not an active predator. I'm going to try and follow. It's difficulty 2. But there's no downside if I fail. So the worst thing that can happen is I take fatigue off of a sun. I actually succeed. And then I add 1 to my location. Sun happens. I suffer a fatigue. I meant to do this. Ooh. And there's not a being. And then again, I can try and enter, and there is no downside from the spire for failing. So yeah, 2 fitness, difficulty 2 from spire. Hopefully, I will fix my scanning problem. I make it. I put my thing here, and I draw a card from the spire deck. A hearty brew. 57. I'm gonna guess I don't have this. No. All right. Sun though. I'll fatigue another one. I will read 57 for a hearty brew. Oh, you know what would be really useful? Oh, if I could pull up. Sorry, if I can pull up somewhere on here, I really do need to place the monitors on the same side as the camera. But if I can pull up like here or somewhere the article entry I'm reading, that would actually be really useful. What was it? 57. The 2-story inn and tavern is built as a hollow square with rooms opening up onto an open courtyard. Here you see guests sitting in wooden chairs with plates of food and flagons of spirits, most clustered around a flickering bonfire of multicolored flames. As you move closer, you realize that the fire is actually a cunningly crafted sculpture of shards of ember, crimson, and bright orca kinetic glass. It is lit from beneath, and the sparkling reflections dance across the guest's face, even as they somehow breathe them in a soothing. In the faces, as they somehow bathe them in a soothing, comforting heat. You hear the murmuring of a dozen different conversations as you walk through the tavern. Calypso once told you that news spreads faster in this place, in places like a hearty brew than anywhere else in the valley. You imagine that if you need to find someone's location, asking around here would be a good way to start. Interesting. So if we wanted to go find somebody, we could find like Calypso and stuff. Not Calypso. Oh well, Calypso has a good reward, so it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But interesting. Um, again, I'm gonna spend this to increase this, and then rest. So I draw a path deck, but instead I draw a spire card. The Crimson Forge, page, entry 56, not page. Even outside the compound, you hear the muted roar of the Carbon Forge, a small and smell of. Even outside the compound, you hear the muted roar of the Carbon Forge and smell the sharp tang of ozone. Once beyond the wall, you can see the squat, bulbous shape of the forge itself, a gray kiln larger than 3 wagons. As you watch a trio of sweating artificers haul a series of heavy curved beams out of the forge's mouth, frames for a roof, another rushes forward to shovel graphite shards into a small hatch on the side. Blue sparks flicker within, and your hand stands on end as the forge begins to reform the graphite into nano assembled carbon items. I feel like the team over at Earthborne Games really did take note of futuristic technology. So I could fabricate gear. I could discard a gear from my hand or discard to my collection and then choose a starting gear that I meet the aspect requirements for and put into play. This alteration to your deck is permanent. I don't know if I have any gear that I want to change out. The problem is I don't know the. I guess I do know the deck cards kind of well. I just don't know if my deck needs any change. Or I could share and search the deck for any one card and attach it face down to the location after I travel, put it into play. So I could find somebody. Calypso wouldn't be the worst idea to go find. I could at least take the time off to go and put some travel down on Spire, so that way we can travel in the future. And I can recover some things. Or I could recover some fatigue. Um, I'm gonna probably just try and traverse. It's 1 though, and traversing is it is a travel icon. It's 1. I could fail this, but I don't think I will. And that's how I rock this game. I put 3 on it. Mountain. Nothing happens. I'm probably gonna share. I can't fail if I go all out. Yeah, otherwise I don't really know what I'd do. So I can't fail. And I don't think I'm going to use it. And then I might fabricate. I make it. Not that I could fail, so I don't even know why I said I make it. Like there wasn't an option. Wait, is it church? The Valley said okay, so it has to be somebody from the Valley. Will you try her? I don't remember where she wants to go though. At least I'd have to look at the map and jog my memory. Uh, Quizzy's mom would be fine. I think Calypso would be the best. So I'm gonna go try and find Calypso. So when we travel, we'll put Calypso into play. Nope, I don't get to look at those. Something. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. My mic has this weird problem where there are elastics that hold it together, and then two of them have left, so it does this now, and it shouldn't be able to do that. I don't know where they've gone. They've just one of them I lost a while ago, and the other one just shot off randomly and just never to be seen again. Um, so that's that. I guess I can do reforging to grab a starter thing, but oh, I don't even have a thing in my hand. I could scout my. I could rely on my training or remember my training. Remember my training. Rely on my training is Avatar Legends. Okay, I get to scout two and draw one. Um. Uh. I like both of these. I can't play either of them now, so it doesn't really matter. So they're both gonna go on the top, and then I'm gonna draw Baco, and then I will increase the whistle again with my ability. Then we'll draw another card. And then we'll draw another card here. Oh, it does actually matter what I do. I had a sun. Um, Out of all of this, I think I do this, and then this can go into my fatigue stack. And then I draw another random card. Okay, that makes sense. And then I draw this. Oh, okay. Tolin Lang, sculptor, 61. I think we've done the introduction to him already. 61. I have not, so 61.2. The glow alerts you to Talon's Lang's presence before you actually find him. Crouched next to two heavy bags and rounded hemispherical pedestals. Above the pedestals, you see a whirling rainbow mass of sparkling shards of glass. Even as you watch, Tolan reaches out to the bag while wearing a heavy glove and hurls out another handful of shards. Carefully casting them into the air, you see a brief flash of an otherwise invisible splendor suspender field. The shards join the larger cloud. Tolan thinks for a moment, then uses a pull to nudge and push the material into a new form. You heard of kinetic glass before, but this is the first time you've seen it used in such a quality. Tolan looks at you as you approach in waves. He starts chatting to you as he continues to sculpt. All right. Yeah, we're definitely gonna connect with him. Oh, he's down here. All right. Yeah, I think we can talk with this man. And I don't think I even need to like. I'm gonna try to pry open the murk water first. There's not an active predator. I will defeat this. I will soothe 2 fatigue. Nothing will happen here because I drew a crust. Oh, that's cool. Sorry about that. I'm getting fucking distracted easily. So yeah. So we soothe 2 fatigue. Um I'll put this translator on top of my head. It comes in with 3 charges. I'll use one of them, exhausting it when I go and make this test. I can't fail this test. I'm at 4 commitment. So hopefully a -1 and I. Alright. I instantly succeed. So we'll read the next portion. Whoops. I'm hitting everything today. $61.6. You ask a few questions about Tolan's work. He gradually pays less and less attention to his current work until he sets his tools down and is engaged in a lively discussion with you. I've actually been asked by the elders at Spire to install work on Stoneweaver's Bridge, something to commemorate its constructions, but I've always created anyways, I've created the design, but now I have to haul nearly 100 kilos of kinetic glass and materials there. He looks faintly abashed. I might have gotten carried away. Suddenly, he brightens. Hey, you travel over the valley, right? Could you help me take the sculpture to Stoneweaver Bridge? I bet it would be really easy if we had a boat. Maybe one of those Lynn Mara makes out in Branch. We could probably carry the materials there too. I don't have a boat, but I don't think I technically need the boat, right? We're gonna look at the map. Oh, it would be much easier if I had a boat. Absolutely would be much easier. But I could go station, outpost. Oh no. Okay. The null, and then the ravine to it. Alright. That's not the worst. Is it not the worst? Funny enough, can I share more? For any one card and attach it face down to the location. Wait a minute. That doesn't tell me once per turn. Can I get Ben? Because then I could just over there. Fly over there. But I mean, it's only one stop, right? I get there immediately. Right? I get there right after the knoll. So it's not like the most important to have him. And it's through woods. Yeah, we can take you there. Yeah, we'll attach helping hands. Oh, that's one thing I didn't think to do. Oh. Interesting that is differently shaped than the other ones, but that's okay. So yeah, we have helping hand now. All right. Helping hand gives him persistent, which means he doesn't leave. Gives them persistent. No, I think it. Um. Cool. Oh. Oh goddamn. Oh, what is going on? All right. All right. All right. All right. Now that my eardrums have been exploded. No, don't stop. My my keyboard is randomly hitting buttons, and I'm really not having it. Um, I don't really have anything else to do, so I'm gonna do this to spend on this, and then refresh everything. Through my I guess I've used this ability a bunch of times and haven't mentioned. I am playing Voice of the Elders, which is why I'm spending resources and exhausting to add to my gear. Add tokens to my gear. Alright, I'll draw a card here. We'll put 2 on Gathering Storm. And then we'll draw another Archaeology Threshold. 58. I probably will increase the time on wow. I'll probably increase the time on the card being displayed. Archaeology Threshold 58.1. Most everyone in the valley, and certainly everyone in Spire, is familiar with the archaeology, but most think of them as the upper levels that have become the basement and power generation stations of Spire. Think of the upper levels that have become the basement and power generation stations of Spire. You've heard past the water turbines and enclosed river docks down into the. You head past the water turbines and the enclosed river docks down into a level below the Silverfin. Here, the air is a bit damp, but you find yourselves in a brightly lit chamber full of cabinets and pedestals. Artifacts are scattered throughout the space, each with a neat label identifying them. Sorry, I'm pretty sure. Nope. Okay. I thought I had drawn a card into here. Sorry. Artifacts are scattered throughout the space, each with a neat label identifying them. Most of them seem to be from the Estians. Some seem even older, from the decades before the guide led people down to begin the generational projects. A mossy young woman with large glowing glasses scurries up, introducing herself as Curse Meeks. If you're looking for Siluro, she says, he's deeper into the archaeology tunnels. She points to the series of vaulted entrances leading off from the chambers. Each seemed darker and more oppressive than the last. Kirstu sees your hesitation. Don't worry, she says. It will be safe. We haven't seen anything dangerous in the upper passages for months now. Yeah, months. Months is great. What does it say? Clear with. I think it's like go onto it and clear it, probably. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. On itself, it says to clear it by putting my person there. I might. I brave it. It's 3 to brave. It's a conflict icon. Worst case is I suffered. God. I'm going to shuffle these now that I know the order. Conflict icons. I can give up 1 homeward bound. I don't want to give. Oh, I don't have to. I give up magnanimous, taking a fatigue to add an additional, so I can't fail. And there's nothing that would even do anything. Oh, I move from here to here. I prevent all fatigue from the weather. But I think it's gonna disappear in a half second. We'll figure that out. If you have not received archaeology, go to 58.2. Kirstu Meeks explains that if you want to learn more about the archaeology, Ciro is the person to talk to. You sigh and set off into the darkness. The thin, the bl- the pitch black passages quickly become a labyrinth maze with the shadows easily swallowing up the meager lights you brought with you. But eventually you see a gleaming light up ahead. You race towards it to find Siluro crouched next to a set of lamps that give off a warm, flickering glow. He studies long strings of writing that appear to have been stamped into the walls, but looks up when you approach. Ah, hello, he says. Don't get many visitors down here. What can I do for you? You explain that you are interested in the people that have built the arcology, and Silro gets a gleam in his eyes. Ah, the Estians, he says with a smile. They're a fascinating bunch, to be sure. I've studied them my entire life, and I've only scratched the surface of what I can learn. Tell you what, he says. The best way to learn is by doing, I always say. So why don't you poke around the various ruins scattered through the valley? If you find anything interesting, bring it back and I'll see what I can tell you about it. And I'll share what I know with the of the Estians as well. Gain the archaeology mission. So this is the cool upgrade. Now, when I get missions, they will rotate through each of them. So every about 30 seconds, it will rotate through the queues, and then I can complete them. And if there are no missions, it will disappear. Like, it won't show a card. It won't show a card. I'm trying to do things with this hand. Because we still have helping hand currently. Oh. Does it go away? I think it does. Because it always. Does it always go away? I'm assuming it would. Funny enough, that means I'm going to actually not draw a Spire card in a moment. Uh. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. I know that I'm just trying to remember what I need to do. Huh? What a dumb thing. It literally hit my mic arm and this literally hit my mic arm and then went flying. I'm trying to make it so that way the cards aren't too bright, but I'm not like enveloped in darkness. Arcology, archaeology. Okay. The mission is the same on both sides. All right. I think this goes away when it's clear, but it doesn't tell me to. So I think it stays. Because I think everything else tells me when it's clear to discard it in the book. Oh, right. I'm gonna try and travel. It's difficulty 1. I'm kind of concerned about that. Um, but I think I'll be just stuck here if I don't at some point. I could fail. It would be a -2 though. -1 is not -2. Mountains do nothing. Okay, so we can travel. We have Calypso is gonna join us in a moment. So I think with that, we declare next, but I'll put another one on my translator. I think yeah, we just move on. All right. We're moving from Spire to the Knoll using the wood path. Green Barry Knoll. So that's what we're gonna do. This is a non-pivotal location, so we will be using stuff from the other set. This is from the other set, from the Valley set. Wherever I put the Valley set. Yeah, it's right here. 3 cards. We know Calypso can't be one of them because Calypso will be the first thing we see. And then we'll put Spire just off to the side because I will at some point have to return the young one here. Sorry, I was getting a text. Okay. And then it's 4, and then I think it's when this has 4. It's just downpouring again. Nope, that's there we go. Locations. We're going to Greenbrier Knoll. We'll draw our challenge card and resolve the effects of the crest after we build this encounter deck. Not encounter deck. This path deck. I was playing a lot of Marvel Champions, if you couldn't tell. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk. Maybe now is a good time. I want to talk about the news for Earthborne Rangers. All right. Well, hello. Hello, Facecam. You gonna work with me? Apparently not. Let me fix that. All right. So obviously we're talking about the Ranger report. Oh, I have been forgetting about that. I don't think it's mattered. I have actively forgotten now that things come in tapped if there's already another one. So the clam should have been tapped. I don't think it mattered at all. But let's get to Earthborne Rangers and let's talk about the news. The incandescent sky epic player event at Con of the North. Um, yeah, it seems like they have a 30 player maximum event. I don't know if they have 23 tickets available left. This is taking place at Con of the North 2026 on Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time, which I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that is in Central Time. I'm actually not. Yeah, definitely. It's like Minnesota. Yeah, it's in Minnesota, in Bloomington, Minnesota. I might actually try and attend this con. I'm gonna see about financials. I'm gonna try not to. Oh, okay. So it's St. Paul is right there. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I might go and try and attend this event. I just kind of wanted to talk about it because this seems really cool. I believe it's a double tree too. Oh, I'm really worried that it's gonna leak my address. Okay, so it seems like the other side of the town from the airport, but like, sure, it's not too bad to get to. Um, but yeah, no, I kind of want to bring that up. I think that's really cool. I believe it was designed by Maxine. It's a multi-group. From it seems like you do need to know how to play. They are expecting you to know how to play, not new player welcome. 10 teams of Rangers, up to 4 per team. That would be 40 people, not 30, but okay. We'll work together to control wildfires in the valley and try to discover the source of this outbreak. Knowledge of basics of Earthborne Rangers. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to say this looks really cool. There's also, all players need to bring is a Ranger deck. The deck may be from a current campaign, and it can include rewards that player has unlocked throughout the campaign. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be most. I'm gonna guess they're gonna do an honor system, but I would assume just don't be weird. Just like, I don't know, build a ranger from the rewards that you've unlocked. Seems pretty easy. Um, Split up into groups of 4s. You don't need to come with a group to play. We'll sort everyone into it, and it earns unique reward cards. So like this seems pretty hype. It's in February. It's the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Oddly, there's a convention in New England I go to the week after, so that's actually kind of my only hang up. But assuming I can get that to make sense, I'm very happy to try. I'm very happy to definitely like try and attend. Other than that, yeah, I can just. This seems like really cool. Um, I've never been to Condo of the North. I've never even heard of it. So I've also never been to Minnesota. To be fair, um, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Chicago is UTC time. So yeah, if any of you guys are going, it would be cool to see you guys. I'll probably bring this ranger. Yeah, probably. I don't see why I wouldn't. I'll probably bring this ranger, like whatever cards we've unlocked. I think that would be cool, and then we can like talk about it after. Um, yeah. Sorry. So we're continuing on. Not sorry. I'm talking. I'm talking here. Yes, I have Valley cards. I just peeked to make sure that they said the word Valley on them. So there are Valley cards here. It is the woods. We're going to Green Bear Knoll. Calypso will join us. I will read Calypso after I deal all of the cards in case we have to read more. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll do good. I want to get. It'd be nice to get both of these guys done. I don't even remember what Tolan Lane gives. I know I did. I know I did his stuff. Well, it would be so funny if I go with this deck and not like a deck for my solo play because my solo plays actually made it to um, Ancestors of the Valley or Legacy of the Ancestors. Uh-oh. I think I saw a Mega Predator and well shuffling. Alright. So it says upon arrival, lead ranger draws one challenge card and does the following. Sun. I scout two and then draw one path card. It's a cicada buck and a bramble. The buck will come in tapped, but I don't really care. Oh, I can get both of them. Oh, yeah, yeah. We'll just grab both of them. We'll draw this one and then this one. The bramble comes out. This one says like comes out instantly, I'm pretty sure. And then the buck comes out and then is tapped because of that. If I did that wrong, please feel free to comment. My ranger token goes back on my ranger. Oh, I've been making. Yeah, my camera's a little crooked. That's fine. We will fix that later. It's also not exactly how I would. Oh yeah. Okay, now if I start messing with it, I have to like. I think I have to. I think the pull itself isn't straight on, so I have to like do redo a bunch of stuff. So this needs. It has a presence of one, and we need 3 progress to advance. Not advance. To travel. I do not believe I drew though, so I do have to draw a card. And then I will read 85, which is Calypso, Ranger Mentor. Hey Jello, do you play D&D? I do play D&D. I was like, I could grab any of the number of the books over there, but yes, I do play D&D. I generally play other RPGs that aren't D&D, but I do play D&D. Likely a DM as well. I DM 2 games out of the 5 I play. Do I play 5 now? I DM Tuesdays. I DM a Pendragon game. I play Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then I am starting a Slug Blaster game on Fridays. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thanks for the following. Follow. I forgot that. Oh God, I'm getting hacked. Is in fact my alert. Yeah. Holy fuck! Was that loud? I organized one game. Yeah. My parents play, so I've been playing D&D my entire life, so it does help. Yeah, I used to be in more games. I've had to actually cut back. So yeah, it's Tuesdays I run, or we're currently playing, but I will be running Pendragon. We're currently just doing like one shots. Wednesday, every other Wednesday we play Star Wars. Oh yeah, so I have like 2 bi-weekly games. Because then on the off weeks I play. No, holy fuck, 5 games. Yeah, I was like, that should have been quiet. I had music playing. Yeah, 2 of them are every other week now, so it's not too bad. But yeah, no, it can be a lot. It used to be worse. It used to be Sunday. At one point, it was like Sunday, Monday, Sunday every other Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Funny, I organized a Star Wars evil political D&D campaign. I organize evil political. I mean, that seems pretty. West Mile, 5 groups, 5 DMs, 80 admins, 20 plus streamers. What? For a Star Wars political game? I mean, yeah, you're also organizing. You're organizing one game that is 5 games. You have 20 players in 5 groups with 5 DMs. That is 5 games a week. or monthly, or however often you make sure to advance time. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Calypso entered. You come across Calypso in the middle of a field, and she is teaching something to Cal Ivor. She waves you over. I've been discussing some lessons with Cal. She says, care to sit in? I don't run them. Oh, okay, yeah. So you're just organizing. You're doing all of the admin work. No, it's all good. Feel free to sidetrack me. I was like, oh wait, what are we doing? I'm reading something. Welcome to Earthborne Rangers. I don't know if you know anything, but this is a card game. A very narrative card game. Don't worry, I've also been really bad. I should read 24. I should actually read the descriptions that they painstakingly put into this book so I can read, but I forgot to. 24. The green. I passed 24. Pretty funny. The Greenbrier Knoll. He is not. Otherwise, the head-high grass makes it impossible to spot the knoll until the ground slopes upward, and you begin to climb the gentle grade. As you finish your ascent, you find yourself on a hilltop. At the summit, you find a dais of time-worn and lichen crest stone with narrow threads of metal weaving through it. You can see the dulled and patinated threads form distinct patterns, the mark of the Estians. Yeah, it is a pretty interesting game. I've played through it a handful of times. Well, I've played through it completely once. I've started the thing a handful of times. It's a pretty good game. The folks who made it, Earthborne Games, are care a lot about the environment. Like, no joke, the box, you could buy the game, bury the game in your backyard, and it will all biodegrade. So, like, the only reason this is not biodegradable is that I put sleeves on it to protect the cards. But otherwise, yeah, it's very well built. The game works pretty well. It's a narrative sandboxy game. And I like a lot of card games. But what I now have many questions about the West March style game. Is that the Star Wars game? Okay. So Calypso we can go and talk to. That seems pretty kind of important. And I can add one so I'm 4 up. Because that's actually what I want to do. Anyways. Oh, that reminds me. I only have alerts for Twitch. Okay. We'll put that on my back notes. Backlog of notes. So I'm gonna connect with for 4 using my no. Nope, that's the actual code. With my intention translator, which gives me +1 commit when I exhaust it and spend a charge off of it. So I'm at 4. I go 5 and guarantee it, but I don't necessarily need to. I could also just take the turn to set up. But no, I kind of want to do this earlier because I'm gonna kind of want time for her adventure. Because if I didn't do it right away, I could put Oro to move her around. I can see beliefs in both. I can clear Sunbury Bramble too. Nah, we'll keep with this. I know this is the right decision. 4 goes on it. I will complete. She's 85. Ba, 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 ba. Helping Hand is not. 85.3. Calypso gestures to find you, gestures to the field around you. As rangers, we are responsible to the valley, not only to our friends and neighbors, but every living being within it. Look around us, she says. You thoughtfully study the meadow, the grass, the brush, the insects, the bird. The valley is full of life. When we move through it, we cannot help but affect it. She takes a step, then gestures behind her to the grass crushed beneath her boot. That's why we should think before we act. It can often be better to observe and otherwise avoid the living things of the valley. And when we can't observe, she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a chunk of meat and tosses it into the middle of the field. You can hear a screech, and an eagle swoops down. Pouching on the morsel, Calypso smiles. It can be better to distract. Exhaust 1 non-human being in play. They're already exhausted. Of course, Calypso says. There are lots of beings in this valley. Sometimes there are too many to avoid or even distract. Sometimes you have to press on even when it's dangerous or tiring. Exhaustion, fatigue. These can be worthwhile trade offs for accomplishing important tasks. You need to be willing to push yourself and tire yourself if you're going to get anything done in a day that needs in done in a day that you need to do. She looks at you and Cal. Perhaps competition will teach you what it mean. Which of you can push yourselves more? Shall we find out? If you take on the challenge, you will discard your current fatigue sack. That's fine. It's 3 cards. It's fine. I agree to the test. Calypso smiles. Very good, all right. Go and suffer as much fatigue as you can. Then come back with me. Whoever pushes themselves further will get a reward. Cal grins at you. I'd wish you good luck, but all the luck in the world isn't going to help you beat me. Discard all. Attach all of my fatigue, so all 4 of it. Rip. And attach helping hand. Like that. There's another helping hand I could grab, but I don't care enough. Um, I mean, I can just try and traverse. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and traverse to here. The game works by there are things in my way, so I take fatigue equal to their presence. Friendlies are ignored, so these don't count. So it's just 1 from the Sunberry Bramble. But that's okay. If I fail this, I take a bunch. One moment. Let me actually think about that. Yeah, I'll commit Pokedo, so I can't fail. I didn't need to. I put 4 here. Crest. Scout 1 challenge card. If it has an icon, suffer 2 fatigue. It doesn't. So I can put this at the bottom, but I like to just keep it on the top. But now we'll know what it is because I got to scout it. Right. I don't. This is a interesting conundrum I'm in because I actually don't necessarily want to. Oh, I guess I can travel. There's actually no downsides to this. Yeah, I'm gonna just travel. I'm gonna exhaust my roll, which is voice voice of the elders, to charge my translator, my intention translator. Er, we unexhaust everything. Oh, we did discard progress from her. There was no active predators. This one was, so I didn't mess up. It is still downpouring. In game. Real life, it is actually just snowing. Oh, good. All right. So because we can travel to anywhere next to us, which I believe is the Stone Weaver Bridge, which is where our buddy wants us to take him. Stone Weaver's Bridge. I should read the entry first because this is where I can get bit if I don't. Oh, I also need to know. I think it's ravine. Yeah, this path right here that you can't see because you can't see my mouse. Yeah, ravine is how we travel. Locations back. Um, and it's not a pivotal location, so we will be shuffling the valley set again. That is not the valley set. This is the valley set. I have to say, the weirdest part about streaming is when you stream a to low viewers like to low chat, but also the fact that I have to run all of this tech myself. This is like an insane amount. This is like pulling up cards and like adjusting things would be like what I would do while somebody else is streaming. Yep, I saw what wasn't in there, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, let's read 26 before I get too far ahead of myself and I forget to read this because this is actually an important thing to read. Not just for beautiful descriptions of everything, but also the silver fin flows cheerily beneath the great bridge, which was coaxed from the very earth and shaped by the stone weavers in display of great discipline. The shapers of the monastery spent several years to manifest this marvel and only finished the work last spring. Since then, you can't walk 20 paces in Spire without overhearing somebody talk about how wonderfully useful it is. Wait, would everything just be cut by a river if it wasn't? Oh yeah, no. The valley would just be cut in half by a river, and you would have to go through like Spire and White Sky or up around Golden Shores to get around. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder they really like it. Oh, okay. So our guy is still here. We're gonna search for the next feature and discard it. All right. We got rid of try. We got rid of this. This gets discarded. Then I draw a card. And then I draw a card. This one first. Beings, bats. There are two bats. Bats. Bats make me crazy. And then there's a loose boulder. Okay. I'm gonna play Uro the sheepdog. Focus with that. Then move this feature to within reach of another ranger. Okay. So loose boulders has a focus ability. It's difficulty 2. I'm going to commit 2 to it. Oh no. I know I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to be able to succeed. Oh, that's fun to know. When I played Uru the sheepdog, I can try and connect with something first. Yeah, no, that's. I kind of need a. I can try and move it up here. I don't think I can exhaust it. 2 injuries? Ooh, that's not good. And I can't act upon anything. I can try and. And I can put. That's annoying. I can do this. No, I can't. I'm gonna fail that. I can. Yeah, I can try and exhaust it. Yeah, I can avoid it. I can use a conflict, and I know I'll avoid it. We're gonna get rid of this homeward bound. I won't need 2 of them. I know this, and I know I'm gonna take 2 here, so I'll take 2 fatigue. But I will move this. 2 fatigue there, but then we drop it down to 1. Oh, it is inclement weather, so we do add a harm there. That is spooky. Okay. Then I'm going to desperately just try and focus it. I'm just gonna hope that this works. Nope. 2 inclement weather. I'm gonna take 2 injuries. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, and it started within reach. I had no way of moving it. So I take 2 injuries, which is real bad. A, I lose all of the fatigue I was gaining. B, every time I rest, I'm going to take 2 fatigue. So that's cool. I'm going to use to move. I'm going to use. Oh. I'm going to use Oro, the sheepdog, to move the bat, giving him 2 progress. Yeah, and unfortunately, the Paratrepus whistle only works on predators, and the loose boulders were not a being. Ow. 3 injuries and I end the day. So luckily, we don't have to end the day. God, my hair is a mess. Okay. I'm gonna try and talk some sense into him. I will suffer fatigue. Hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, yeah. We have plenty of time. Because I can. I do need to travel, but that's okay. We'll figure that one out. I can make it very unlikely to fail that travel test, so yeah, that's fine. We're gonna do 3 against him for spirits. Only 2, of course. Oh, I can. Calypso comes in clutch. Oh, sorry. Nothing up here. Nothing along the way first. Then these people. I can add 1 progress to any path card. He is a path card. So we'll hit Tulin. He will clear. We will have enough to clear him. We'll go to 61. 61. We're at the bridge. With a final flourish, Tulin steps back and fiddles with the controls on a pair of suspension pedestals. He puts back on the sides of the bridge with a musical crashing and tinkling sound. The mound of kinetic glass shakes and rises. Slowly it forms into an abstract human shape. Surrounded by swirls of stone. Even as you watch, the shape slowly moves their arms, and the stone solidifies into a sparkling obsidian obelisk that envelops the figure before breaking apart and returning into a swirling spiral. Tulin watches with satisfaction and smile. The hardest kinetic glass work I've ever attempted. He says, and thanks to you, it was a success. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a hemisphere roughly the size of the palm, along with a large leather pouch. Here, he hands it to you. I'm afraid that I don't have anything more practical to give you in return. But this sculptor I did of a rabbit when I was practicing my realism. I thought you'd like it, or he trails off. Maybe you can use it as a decoy. Gain the can did I spell this wrong? I guess I just don't have it. Cool. Again, the Kinetic Glass Sculpture Award. Discard Tolar, return Helping Hand, and write that I have erected a mighty statue. Erected a mighty statue. Gained Kinetic Glass statue. Alright, I'll add that to the list of cards I have to grab. I probably have the reward cards, I probably just don't have them all in. Alright. He leaves us. I'm gonna return him into the thing. I think technically he gets discarded first, but I don't see us sitting here long enough for that to matter. Because I could end the day right now by failing this. Yeah, we're gonna try it. It doesn't fail. It wasn't likely to, but son, I gain another fatigue. All right. We refresh. I suffer 2 fatigue and draw a card. Um. Nope. Oh, I was connecting her. I didn't think to use my. I'm gonna try to connect with her using that for one more, so I'm at 4. I go up to 4. The weather rains on me one more time. No, that happens after. I have 4, so I think that is. I think I'd need 3 per, but I could need 4 per. We'll find out. Or I could need 5 per even. I think I need 3 though. If helping hand, you come panting back into the field, and Calypso looks expectantly. So, how did you do? More than 4. Ooh, more than. Oh, guys. Calypso smiles at you. Good effort, but I'm afraid Cal pushed further than you did. He'll win the competition for today. That was so dumb. Oh. I did need 5. Oh, that's kind of annoying. And then I get rained on. So now I actually have enough fatigue to have completed it. God, that's so annoying. Well, I'm gonna rest. No, I'm not. Oh, I do need to rest. The thing I want to do, I need to rest for. I move the bat back down here. Oh, wait. No, we'll just keep it exhausted. But yeah, I'll move it down here. Oh, that's very annoying. I think it's when I go to draw a card and I can't. I'm just going to try and get traveling set up. I got it. Three, so I'm at 5. I will add another one here. I think it's these 2, and then I draw this one. I'm gonna see if somebody in Helping Hands can help me. Not Helping Hands. I'm gonna spend 1 to play a dear friend. This is literally my last turn. Is there a human in here at all? There is. There's Ben. Oh, wait. Hold up. A dear friend says, or discard. And it says to discard them. I'm bringing Calypso back out. I'm gonna move her here with 2. I'm not gonna reclipse this thing again. I'm gonna try to see if in one turn I can convince her. I'm gonna try and pet my dog with a heart. I can't fail now. Oh yeah, no, this is up. I can fix them up. I'll soothe 1 fatigue. Okay. Calypso will put 1 on herself, which will succeed. We are going to do this. I'm going to just. We've already read it. I'm taking Helping Hand back. All right, guys. And then we use Uru, the sheepdog, to move her up or move her back, putting 2 here, and then we connect with her. Three, 4. We're for 4. -1 is 3. We still make it. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we still make it. Okay. So effectively what happened, and maybe I'm very wrong about this, is 85. 85 says to discard Calypso and return Helping Hand. So then a dear friend found her again, because it says search the deck or path deck or discard for a human and put into play. She comes in. I use Oru, the sheepdog, to move her. Pet Oru, which I got a mountain on, which Calypso then can use to put on any path card. She is a path card, so I help herself, which brings me here, which I can then accept the challenge. Oh, I have to discard my entire stack. All of this for nothing. Oh. No, all of that was wrong. That was all wrong. Yeah, so I can't do that. I'm gonna take this entire thing back. I'm just getting Ben. I'm just getting Ben, and I'm gonna try to connect with him with a billion things. With a billion things, and use that one. This one's technically the one that pops up. Regardless, I can get Ben to let me fly anywhere for 2. Oh, that was such a good idea until I forgot about something. So actually, we'll. Um. Oh, I forgot to do arcology at all. I don't think I've cleared a ruin though. All right. Well, that being said, I had a really cool idea. We're gonna travel 2 spots though. We are here at Stonewood Bridge. I can move up and up. That will probably re-show the missions in half a second. Oh my god. Oh my god, where's the valley map? So I'm at the stone bridge. I can move to meadow. I can move to the outpost, the ziggurat. Yeah, I have a feeling that was gonna happen. Oh, actually, I can just move it below the valley map. Um, so I can move to the outpost. I can move back to the knoll or back to Spire. I can go to the ziggurats. I can move 1, 2 to the rings of the moon, which I think is funny enough. It's the pretty sure it's what I'm using for the thumbnail today. I can go to the green bridge. I think we will move to the ziggurats. Uh, and at gra and grassland ziggurats. So we're gonna end at the grasslands and the ziggurats with grassland. Um, for day 3, but also fuck Cal Iver. I thought it was gonna be so good. The annoying thing was that I was so good until I need to take damage. So yeah, we're gonna camp for the night too. So we got one reward card, which is the kinetic glass statue. We gained the arcology mission. We erected a mighty statue, and we traveled quite a bit. So with that, I realized that I have shown everything. Oh, is this gonna work the way I want it to? Not really. Oh, also the random like turning to the lowest quality autofocus is really good. Hello, guys. With that, this is the end. Oh my god, my hair's so crazy right now. The headphones don't help. This is the end of day 2. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we will be back sooner. I did mention this at the beginning of the stream, so I can reiterate it here. Next week I have off from work entirely. So I am very tempted to stream more. Like to stream like most of my time. I could stream every day. I probably will wind up streaming every day. It probably won't be all Earthborne Rangers. My plan would be Sunday probably do Marvel Champions. If I can get all of the card skins, we'll have that up. But if not, I'll just play it without card skins. I'm not that worried about it. Mostly as a joke. Mostly Marvel Champions on Sunday as a joke from Crash Base because they are not streaming this week. Then Monday I would probably do Earthborne. I'd probably do a few days of Earthborns in that week. There's also a game called Into the. Let me see. It's in my Steam shopping cart. Into the Grid. They've been advertising a lot in the Netrunner Reddit for the Netrunner card game. Great game if you've never played it. They said it's very inspired by it. It looks pretty inspired by the idea. It has like clicks and it's a deck builder, roguelike deck builder, obviously. So it's inherently, and it looks like you're running the net. Not the net, though, the grid. But it does look like you're encountering ice, all of this goodness. So I want to try that maybe Monday. Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. Wednesday we'll definitely do a stream. It'll be something small though, because I do have plans in the evening, so that would be a morning stream. Most of these will probably be morning streams when I would just be working. Sorry. Yeah. So some Marvel, some Earthborne Rangers. Into the Grid looks interesting, so we'll definitely take a look at that. Trying to think if I have another game just off the top of my head. I might play some Final Girl if it's like late at night. That's a single player board game. It's very horror-esque. It literally is horror movies. But yeah, besides that, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any suggestions, please comment. And press the like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more of this. It does actually help boost through the algorithm, which helps long-term longevity of these channels. Peace.